really happy that you're here, and I'm very excited about this experiment I'm going to do. I get many questions about this cold wax, water-based cold wax medium, which is mixed with acrylics, compared to the cold wax medium that is mixed with oils. So I thought it would be a fun experiment to do one side in oil-based cold wax and the other one in the water-based cold wax and see the difference. What we will do first is put a whole layer of acrylics over the both of the paintings, because that's how I start even when I do an oil painting nowadays. If you work on paper, you don't have to put a layer of gesso over your paper, so you can start immediately applying the acrylic layer. I will put one layer of acrylics over it, and then we will see the difference between the thickness of the oil-based cold wax medium, as I would call it now, and the water-based cold wax medium. First, I will start scribbling a bit, which is always nice. And that doesn't matter which drawing tool you take. As you know, these scribbles will probably be all covered up, but sometimes shine through. These are Neocolor tools and I absolutely love them. And I use them a lot. So we will just do an acrylic layer in a bit of a contrasting color. Cover everything up. And then I will try to make some textures so that we have something to work with. Okay, one of my favorite texture tools. If you haven't seen my video about the texture tools, check it out. It's always fun. The thing where I have to get used to is that everything is drying way faster than with the oils, which is an advantage, but can be a disadvantage as well, especially if you're not used to it. Okay, we're going to let this dry. Okay, I will show you the difference between the oil-based cold wax medium. I make it myself, so it's a little bit more stiff than the one from Gamblin, but I like it this way. It's really creamy and buttery. And then you will see that the water-based cold wax is not waxy, but it's more like a cream. So it's thick, but it's not as waxy as the oil-based cold wax. A question that I get a lot is what's the difference between the water-based cold wax and another acrylic medium like gel medium or modeling paste. And I'm still looking for the answer, but a friend of mine who is a very good acrylic painter, she said to me that it's when you create textures, you could do it with the modeling paste or the gel medium, but the scraping back and the layering using a brayer, etc. is different with the cold wax medium. So you can get different effects with this water-based acrylic medium. but I'm going to find that out myself. So if you're interested in the water-based and of course in the oil-based cold wax medium, sign up for my YouTube channel. Don't forget to switch on the notifications and you will get a message when I post a new video, which I'm planning to do every 2 weeks. For the colors in oils, I picked a Quin Red and an Indian Yellow and a Burnt Umber. And of course I always mix them with white and titanium buff. More with titanium buff than with white. I love that one as a mixing color. And for the acrylics I took Quin Magenta, Quin Azo Gold is like a yellow, and a Burnt Umber mixed with also with the titanium buff and the white. It won't be the same, but it's in the same colors. I already have mixed cold wax into the oils. I have the red, the yellow, and I mixed the red and the yellow together in this orange. And then I mixed them with the titanium buff. And this is the red with the Burnt Umber, and this is the Burnt Umber. And I like to start with a dark layer. And I really have to think that this is the cold wax layer, oil cold wax, and the other one is the acrylics. I like to put in some stencils. I never use the whole stencil, just a part of it, and blend it in. This is a very transparent color, one of my favorites. First layers always look messy. Don't stress about it. Just create. We'll see what it will turn out. And I really want you to experiment, explore the possibilities. Don't panic, trust the process. You can always go over it. And I hope to inspire you with my videos. And that you see this and you think, oh yes, I'm going to try that as well. And if it doesn't work out, no problem. Just let it dry and go over it. Let us see what we can do. This is less. And this one, oh, this is nice too. It's, you hardly see it. Oh, you see the textures, you don't see the color. But that doesn't matter. I always keep fiddling. If you add some paint to this part of the painting, really keep your touch light. If not, you will pick up all the paint. I'm just dragging it over the surface. without pressing. Some light. Okay, now I stop playing. Okay, now the acrylics. One thing I noticed is that I always use baking paper as a mixing support for my oils, and that with the cold wax and with the acrylics or the water-based cold wax, it doesn't work. It will tear because it gets wet. So that's why I put this tear-off palette on top. So that's one difference. I mixed already the colors. I don't want to wait too long because then they will dry probably. I didn't expect this one to be that bright, but we'll see. And we'll start with the dark one too, like with the other one. I'll probably have to mix in some more. This was with the burnt umber and the cold wax. The cold wax is quite thin, so that's why last time I mixed in some marble dust. If you haven't seen my other video on the acrylics, you can check it out. And I did make a mini course on painting a portrait on an acrylic background with the water-based acrylics, so that you can check out as well on my website. Let's add some yellow. Because you can see that you can get these quite the same effects as with the oil-based. So that's why I think it's fun to explore, especially for those who don't want to or can't paint with the with oils for different reasons. Sure if I like this one, it's a bit too bright. Well, let's put in some stencil too. So you see, it's not the same, but it's a very much a fun way of working. And I like how the colors blend in this one. We'll take a bit of yellow because I really didn't know that this one was so bright. But I guess that we can tone it down when it's dry. And maybe it's nice too, because here it's really nice. This one is a bit too bright for me, but maybe I just have to get used to it. Let's see where we can do this. Look how nice that is. And we'll do some more. Here, maybe. That looks like fun. Okay. I will stop here and I will let it dry. This one dries faster, of course, than this one. And you can see that it's a fun way of working the water-based cold wax. And even here you can have beautiful effects, blending effects. This will dry with a matte finish, and this will dry with a more shiny finish. I will experiment a little bit more on top of this dry oil and dry acrylics, maybe with some alcohol inks on this one and some acrylic inks on this one. We'll see. Maybe scribble with some neocolors. If it does work out, I will post it in my next video. If it becomes a mess, I won't. But be sure to sign up for my channel. I'm looking forward to seeing you in my studio the next time. And bye for now.